Yeah. I mean, I feel like young men are told a lot, even by women and by the workplace, that they're not wanted or needed.
I don't need you. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's one of the big reasons why men are checking out from culture and society. Like I get, when people are talking about like, incels and isolated men and lonely men, I'm like, man, if I was 19 in today's culture, or even like 5 years ago, I get it. I would not be incentivized to want to be an active participant in Western society as a man. Because what I will have heard if I'm watching the news, if I'm tuning into content, for the most part is I'm not wanted, I'm not needed, I'm the fundamental problem. And so when you tell people hard enough and long enough and loud enough, you're not wanted, you're not needed, and you're the fundamental problem, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to check out, right? They're going to just sort of just be like, okay, you don't want me in culture and society, then I won't do that. And I think the problem with that is that that's really dangerous. And we know that from, as dark as it is, we know that from school shootings. They're all men, right? It's all men. Now it's the majority of mass shooters. I mean, again, mass shooters, all men. But the majority of them are also men on SSRIs. They're like almost 100% of them are men that are on antidepressants. And so, I think that there's merit in being able to have that conversation. The majority of people that take their lives, right? 75% of them are men. So, there's a conversation here that we need to have of what is actually going on with men. How do we support them? How do we create programs for them so that they can enter into the workforce? And, another example of this is, we have the largest number of unemployed men in the United States pretty much in history, minus the Great Depression. So there's something like 7.2 million men that are of working age, okay, of like 19 to 55 that are not working in the United States.
It's because they have skill issue or?
Lots of stuff, skill issue, addiction. They're incentivized through social programs to not go back to work, right? They can collect a check. There's lots of different things. They're living off of, baby boomer wealth, right? I mean, the baby boomer generation has a lot of money that's coming down the pipe. So there's a lot of different things, but I think part of it is that you're just checking out, and there's not a lot of opportunity in different places, right? If you're in a place where, there's not a lot of technical jobs and not a lot of trade jobs, you can really find yourself in a situation where it's hard to just find work, period.